Space Song by Beach House. This song first came out in 2015, but I didn't hear it or discover it till 2022 whenever a online friend of mine showed it to me. Now, after first listening to this song, there was something about it. Something that seemed so familiar. Like, I've heard this somewhere. I've heard this before somewhere. And I couldn't explain it. I couldn't understand it. Like, where have I heard this before? Why does this sound so familiar? And yeah, it rattled in my brain for a while. And eventually I did what I always do, or what I usually did, and looked the song up and looked to see if the song has been in any movies or TV shows that I've potentially have seen, because usually that is the case, but it wasn't. Now, yes, it has been in some movies and TV shows, but nothing I've seen. Like, for example, it's been in a show called Atlanta that came out in 2016. I've never seen that. It's been in a movie called Zoe that came out in 2018. I've never seen that before. It's been in another movie called Nadia Butterfly that came out in 2020. I've never seen that before either. And most recently, it's been in the popular hit Netflix show Wednesday. Now, I've heard of that one, but I've never seen it before. Again. So, I don't know. I even watched all those things that it's been in, just to see if there was a slim possibility that I just didn't remember any of them for some reason. I just didn't remember watching any of them for some reason. And nope. Nothing was familiar. I definitely haven't seen those shows or movies before. So, what the hell? So I did more research. And apparently, Googling, I should say, but apparently, it was featured in a popular TikTok meme involving Pedro Pascal. You know, him smiling and crying. And yeah, I don't know. But yeah, apparently it's been in that. And I'm like, there's no way that's where I've heard it from. Because I don't watch TikTok. I don't do TikTok. I don't get on TikTok. I honestly actively avoid TikTok in any way, shape, or form. So there's no possibility that I heard it from TikTok. Like, I even watched that meme just to see if there was a slim possibility of that's where I heard it from. But nope. The only familiar thing about that meme was the song itself and Pedro Pascal. And that's it. Nothing really. It's definitely something I haven't seen before. So I don't know. I don't know where it comes from. Where I've heard this before. Why is it so fucking familiar to me? It's not from TikTok. It's not from a movie or TV show I've potentially seen. Where else would it be from? And then I thought about, maybe I heard it on the radio. Like between 2016 and 2021. Like, maybe I heard it on the radio. Maybe that's where I've heard it before. But then I start thinking, No, that can't be it. Because usually when I hear a new song that I like on the radio, I write it down so I can remember. Or if I can't write it down, I try my best to remember it for later. So whenever I get home or whatever, I can look it up and, listen to it and put it on my Spotify playlists and even download it later. But I didn't do that with Space Song. No. Space Song didn't appear in my playlist until 2022, whenever my friend showed it to me. And that's when I put it on my playlist. So it can't be from the radio. Because there's no chance that I heard the song and didn't like it or forgot about it. There's no chance, because it's a great song and it's kind of hard to not forget. It's hard to forget about. So I'm like, okay, it's not from the radio, it's not from TikTok, it's not from a movie or TV show. Where the hell is it from? I couldn't figure it out. It was so familiar, and I'm like, where the fuck is this song from? So, the only possibility I could think of, and this is probably the most likely possibility, is it sounds similar to another song I've heard. Now, what that song is, I have no fucking clue. But that's the only possibility I could think of. And it's probably what happened, It's probably why the song sounds so goddamn familiar to me. But, yeah. I mean, if it's not that, then where the hell did it come from? Where did I hear it from? I had to hear it from somewhere. Song didn't just come from fucking nowhere. This weird, familiar feeling didn't just fucking spawn out of nothing. Like, I don't get it. It has to be that. It has to be. It sounds like another song I've heard before. It has to be it. But, again, I don't know.